Pedro, my kid's crying, but you don't know what the you're talking about. Man, Johnson, let's go. Dunk on someone. Oh!
Frank. Second free throw for Brooks. It's off! It's off!
Passes the business. Biombo!
Mikhail has it! Oh, come on, baby. 4 seconds.
I didn't even know SSBBW existed.
Oh, shit!
You said both cheeks were gonna be spread.
I beat the shit out of Aaron Carter.
Cam Johnson, deep three! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
Looking for somebody.
Oh, what the fuck? What just happened? What just happened?
Welcome back to Suns Valley Podcast. Man, it feels good to be back. It doesn't feel great to be back. I'm not going to lie. It's not like we're here under the circumstances that any of us wish to be. Not even you, Romp. You're not even in the Eastern Conference Finals. What are we doing?
Poverty.
You know?
That's what it's called, poverty, man.
Poverty. Back in the... Yeah, well... Figured we'd go ahead and break down this game just for the fun of it. Brunson with the ball. Future Phoenix Sun. Jalen Brunson. Just kidding, Mavs fans. Don't fillet me. Ooh.
You look tired, Gabe.
I look tired?
Yep.
I don't have any coffee in me yet. I gotta get some coffee.
Can you put it up in Discord?
Yeah.
You know I don't got anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch it over to... Clay with the three. There's no way. Ugh, that almost wedgied in. Next dead ball, I'll put it over in disc. I got to switch it over to, what's it called? I can't remember. Edgelord. Got to pop it in Edgelord. Luka scores at the rim. 19-11. You got some bets going? Bro, I've completely stopped trying to bet after that game. Wiggins with the easy alley-oop. So, what do you think's going to happen? What's your gut feeling? Do you think they're going to just go do the same thing they did to us, win their two at home, and then even things out?
I don't know. I think the Warriors have turned on the switch.
Yeah?
They didn't look like this against the Grizzlies.
Right. I mean, they really might have.
Happen, man.
They might have done the Suns a hell of a favor there, not letting us go up against this Warriors team. At least as constructed, or at least not with the way Chris Paul was playing and Devin Booker just dead-legged. You know, we would have got
a wedding
in Italy. Booker,
like that.
Yeah. You know, him and Kendall doing their thing. Luka, Euros, smokes the layup and then holds his head, acting like he got fouled as an excuse for why he smoked the layup. And then Draymond smokes a layup. Good defense by Kleba. Kleba's such a sneaky defender, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So sneaky. Finney Smith. What the hell did Finney Smith just do? Oh, you can't see it. Damn it, I wish you could have seen that.
I need him to hit a three.
I'm gonna try to pop it over right now, but I just gotta say, this has all the energy of a blowout.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Over before it started?
I mean, yeah. Considering the Mavs seem to either blow you out or get their backs blown out. This one's got that energy of the Mavs getting blown out.
The Warriors
I really did not see coming.
Back. The Warriors are back like they never left.
They're back, and Clay isn't even one hundo right now, right?
He's not even that good.
So like
they got Wiggins.
That's extra scary. All right, I'm in the Discord. I'm about to share me screen.
How do you feel about Wiggins playing Luka better than Mikal Bridges?
You know, I feel like Monty was the reason. Because Monty never really doubled Luka for any strong amount of time. And he never went and was like, look, Mikhail, fight through screens. Everybody, feed him back to Mikhail. We want Mikhail on him. He just let the Suns, like, he really... Monty looked terrible because he didn't ever double him, and he didn't ever take the ball out of his hands. He just allowed the Suns to get abused by saying, switch everything. Switch everything. Just like he did to us versus the Bucks, man. Just like he did to us versus the Bucks. Terrible non-adjustments. Blind. Everybody, even Stephen A. Smith, could see what needed to happen. And
Even Stephen A. Smith.
yeah. Double Luka. Monty's like, nah, I'm gonna put Chris Paul on him. Just sad, man.
It is sad, man.
It's really sad.
We're forced to watch this.
Oh, man. I don't really want to root for either team, you know?
Yeah.
I know Salty's pretty much thrown his lot in with the Warriors because he hates Luka now, which I get. Sundo in the house.
Took you long enough again.
Sleeveless Sundo in house. Sleeveless in Missouri. 2 guns. You got to be careful, man. Your camera's not. I mean, your camera might explode if those guns get any bigger.
Well, I'm wondering where Burner is because he would explode if you know what I'm saying.
Yep. Have you been watching any of this series, dude?
The answer is no.
I've been watching a little bit of it, you know.
I literally will wake up from work, I'll check the score, and I go, and then I go about my day.
Oh, I hope it sticks like that, man.
And I go about my day.
I did pop it up in the Discord if you want to check to see if it's smooth. But if not, we can just...
I got it up on my own screen.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. Right now, I got whoever 32 is inbounding.
Otto Porter. Doc Ock. Screens for Curry. Dinwiddie on him. Dinwiddie. No. Green corner 3. There's no way. That was hideous.
Sundo has a better chance of making it.
Oh, yeah. Sundo slaps that corner 3. Sundo slaps that all day. Luka's got Otto on him. Is Otto a good defender? Is he just long as life?
See, look at the defense. Well, I mean, never mind. I say look at the defense, but that looked exactly like what we did.
Yeah.
Burner says Nick is a tank. Not really.
Wow, Draymond. Wiggins tips it in. Man. Dinwiddie. Kicks over to Finney. Dinwiddie. He wants a step back. Kicks it to Finney. Finney drive. Back to Kleba.
Luka. Sorry, I missed the 3, Luka.
Not who passed that? That was gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
No good.
I'm glad it didn't go in. He would have been freaking doing the Bernie down the damn court.
Luka to Kleba.
Come on, score over that, man.
Wow. They're not going to count that or what?
They called a foul on the floor.
On the floor? Do you think Aiden does that?
Look at Salt. He's just like the Mavs. I agree, Salt.
There's the chat. Adam in the house. What's going
My
on?
buddy who is a Mavs fan who has his own podcast I told you about for the Mavs
Yeah.
texted me while I was at work, and he was like, "Are you rooting for the Mavs?" And And my reply was, "Fuck that pussy, Luke."
I mean, I don't think I can. I thought I could, but I can't.
That was my response, and he said, "LOL, I get it." I'm like, if you get it, why do you root for the Mavs?
If you had to pick one team left to root for,
from Dinwiddie.
I mean, for me, I feel like it might be the Heat, or it's definitely in the East. Definitely want one of these East teams to win it. Sorry, I gotta pop
who's
that.
gonna win it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Salt says, "I've been a Warriors fan his whole life."
What the hell was that? Pool?
It's a shot clock violation.
Intrepid says he's going for Boston.
I'm going for the West.
Flame Legend in the house. Ugh. Luka with Wiggins on him. Ugh. Got Curry on him. Ugh. Throws it away. Foul. Kickball. Who are you
Notice
trying?
how the Warriors aren't switching, Gabe.
Oh, I know, man. I'm gonna play some audio. I'm gonna play some audio and see if we have any issues with it. We shouldn't.
Imagine terminated.
Right? I mean, I would just, like, this stream isn't, like, the biggest deal, you know?
F. Way to split the D.
Oh! Nice reverse.
Ooh,
Dinwiddie to the Rizak.
Remember when he played on the freaking Wizards and he was a nobody?
I mean, he was making a name for himself. And now he's a lot better. Pulls. No good for Tim Poole.
Corey Jones says you're asking for a strike.
I mean, Tori, like, I've seen Mavs channels specifically that play this, that play the audio the entire game. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's not like I'm showing.
I think here's the deal. You're not going to get a robot claim, but you will get a. If they were to check it later down the road, they could strike
Oh, okay. We'll go in and out. Iverson says he's back from heaven. How was it, Ivy? They let you back for one more season? I don't know. That's a touchy subject.
Stop smoking Luka's assist. Jesus Christ.
Nilakina, I was wondering, Romp, you've probably seen a little bit more of this series than me. Have they been doing what they did to Chris Paul to Steph Curry as far as trailing him with Nilakina the entire time?
It's not working.
But have they been?
Wow.
Oh,
my goodness.
Glucose Luka with the deep three.
Bro, if any more Smash fans are everywhere jizzing their pants at that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just noted.
That's deep. Buzzer
That's what she
beating. Buzzer
And then there's that
beating.
stupid face. Oh my gosh.
That's your
That face would
boy.
be so bad if he didn't have the stupid dirt stash with it.
That's your boy, Luka.
Why can't you just vote for Luka now, Sundo?
What'd you say, Bray?
Why can't you just vote for Luka now?
In the words of Aaron Harrison, after the Kentucky Wildcats lost to the Wisconsin, whatever they are.
Badgers.
Good nigga.
Wasn't he talking about Kaminsky?
Yeah, he's talking about Frank Kaminsky.
God. Imagine losing to Frank Kaminsky in meaningful basketball.
That Wisconsin team was good.
I mean, they had Sam Decker and Frank Kaminsky, and who else?
I don't know. I just remember.
I
that
thought
the team
Decker was going to be
had
good,
Aaron
bro.
Harrison and I think Anthony Davis at the time, maybe.
Yeah.
Or was this the Kid Gilchrist, Kentucky?
So
Wildcats.
Frank Kaminsky is better than AD confirmed.
I guess. I don't know. I don't remember what game that was because I'm trying to think
Thought
of the
it
Harrison
was.
twins. I think it was Kid Gilchrist.
Was that the year Romp that they went undefeated and then didn't get it done?
Kentucky?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the Kid Gilchrist, Carl Anthony Towns, Harrison twins.
I have no
I'll
clue.
second.
I don't know college basketball like that.
Kentucky Wildcats, Wisconsin Badgers versus Kentucky Wildcats. 2015. So the 2015 Kentucky Wildcats. Let's do this. 2015 Kentucky Wildcats basketball roster. Here we go.
Eugenius says, so who do you guys think we're trading for? I have no idea, man, but whoever we trade for, I just pray to God that James Jones calls up Eric Brandt first and begs him for mercy.
Ooh, listen to this.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Where's the Harrison twins at? That's definitely not it, but Jamal Murray was on that team. It's a 2014 roster. Here we go. Yeah, so Willie Cauley Stein, Andrew Harrison, Aaron Harrison, Carl Anthony Towns, Tyler Eulis, Julius Randle. There you go, Gabe.
Wow.
That was the squad. Devin Booker.
Intrepid.
Intrepid.
There's nothing funny about getting Ricky Rubio again. We would be so helped out, but I don't know. I mean, he's coming off of an injury, and I think isn't he getting paid a decent amount now?
How about this? How about we just...
But I would love to get him as a backup.
Here's what I don't want to do. Listen to me right now. I do not want to do what we did last year, and we are reactionary to who we lost to. Like this year, we got big because we were like, well, we lost because we weren't big enough. And
Yeah.
and to be fair, we did need big. We didn't need size, but like we got freaking McGee, got Biombo during the season, and completely didn't address the fact that we needed a backup point guard and better wing shooters, right?
Dinwiddie and one. Let's go.
So I hope we're not reactionary. Like we need to get rid of all of our bigs and go small and get all wings that can shoot. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. You need to make a few tweaks and get us a number one.
Clay for 3, good.
That's easier said than done.
Dinwiddie to the rack. Yep. Man, let me ask you this, Sundo.
What's up?
And Romp too. If you're trying to get better, you're trying to get better. You have to make some moves. You can't stand still, right? Certainly can't stand still this off season. So
Right.
Of our guys who have some value, I'm thinking of 3 movable players with value.
There's
McHale, Cam
4.
Johnson, and Ayton. Who's the 4th?
Well, Booker, but we're not moving.
But we're not moving Booker. We're not moving
Booker
Booker.
would be the 4th.
I think
not
Crowder
getting
has value.
Okay, so, but let's leave because obviously Crowder. I'm just saying, obviously with Crowder, you'd move Crowder. That's not even really a question. But of Cam, McHale, and Ayton, if you had to move one of them to get better, who are you moving?
If I had to move one,
Yeah.
sadly, I'm moving Ayton. Recency bias, I know.
Mm-hmm.
But in the order, it would go 8. For me, it would go Ayton, Cam, McHale in that order. And you can swap Cam and Ayton and go 1A, 1B, or whatever. But just because of recency bias, knowing about what happened toward the end of the season and knowing that how maybe he didn't put in a lot of effort because that max issue was still bothering him, I just don't like that. I don't like that sort of attitude. Of course, this is the NBA and basketball players are just spoiled anyway, but why wouldn't I expect that? I still don't like it. So Ayton would be number one on my list, and that's just me.
What if it was just performance based?
If it was performance based, Ayton would have to be the one to bring that I think would bring the most value.
What is Brunson doing? He does not have long enough arms for that.
Future Phoenix Sun.
So I still think Ayton will bring the most value in a trade just because of he has shown that he can consistently be a double machine if he wants to. But I don't think teams are going to look at Cam Johnson and say, you know what, I need that. So I don't think Cam Johnson will bring nearly as much value as you think he would.
Some might argue that he's the most valuable player on the planet and that you should be able to trade rape 10 teams for him.
Petty game.
But those AKA Sixers talk with Romp.
No. Just much smarter. I mean, think of an all-knowing couple of guys. Think of two guys that know more than anyone in the world about anything. They're the ones that would say that. So,
oh my gosh,
keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as you go through this offseason. That Cam Johnson is worth 5 Michael Jordans and 4 first-round picks. So. What's up,
I will say this. I think Cam Johnson will bring value, but he won't bring more value than 8. That's just my opinion. Than 8.
Right. I mean, so I've been looking a lot at the CBA and shit lately because I have to for what we're doing. The thing is, Sundo, you might already know this, so I don't mean to like mansplain, but bottom line, we can only, so when we send, if we were to do a sign and trade, if we send Ayton somewhere, just team X, whatever, we have to pay him $30 million and then send him away. Now they pay that $30 million, but they're not allowed to send us $30 million worth of player back. They're only allowed to send us back 50% of what we give them. So if we give them a $30 million player, they're only allowed to give us 15 mil back worth of stuff. So it really isn't a good time to trade him.
Sign and trade?
No, because you're only going to get half value. It's written into the rules that you only get half value. So I think we have to keep him and trade his ass at the deadline if we want to, because then we can get full value back. And we effed it up with Sticks, dog. Like, we already effed this up once. Let's not do it again. Let's do it right this time and do what's best for us.
I had a thought this morning.
Ooh, Porter's hurt. Otto Porter's hurt.
I saw that. I had a thought this morning. Oh my gosh, let's see.
He's always hurt.
I had a thought this morning, and I thought, Tori says, "Who taught you that?" That would be one Tori.
Just the smartest basketball minds that have ever existed. Off of planet Xenu.
Why are you going? Why are you being like this?
The thing is, Kelly Cacao still looks really good for her age. Is it Kelly or is it I don't care. I don't so much care. You know, she's from Nebraska. So am I. But
Sundo, here's what happened. Gabe made a trade and he got roasted. And now he's.
What trade did Gabe make?
I have no clue.
Well, then Gabe, get smarter.
You want to hear the trade? You want to hear what I did for our team? You want to hear what I did for our team? First, let me tell you what I brought to our team, and then I'll tell you what I gave up.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Our team has 4 guards now, 4-guard rotation. Chris Paul.
All right.
Devin Booker.
Okay.
They are now backed up by Reggie Jackson
Okay.
and Jordan Clarkson.
Okay.
Michaela's still here. Ayton
Okay.
is still here.
Okay.
McGee, Biyombo, Sarek still here. Ish Wainwright, Torrey Craig still here. I had to give up. Keep in mind our small window. We've got maybe 1 to 2 years. I gave up Jay Crowder,
Uh-huh.
a first round pick in 23, which is going to be, it's protected. So if it's a top 10 pick or a lottery pick, we still keep it. But if it's a low pick, we give it up. Campaign is gone, but we have Reggie Jackson now.
Okay.
And Cam Johnson was the best player I let go.
But what did you trade? But what did you get for Cam Johnson?
Jordan Clarkson and a second round pick. A shot creator, someone who can. Go ahead. Think about our bench. Think about how flaccid our bench was.
The Crowder trade, I'm okay with. Hold on a second. I think you could have got a little more for.
That's fine, but the point that I'm making is I got exactly what our team needed. 2 dynamic scorers off the bench who can actually keep the game afloat when Booker and Chris Paul are injured or off the court for rest. Go for it.
Be right back.
But what
I would say it's all right. I would have tried to fish out a first round pick for Cam Johnson, but
yeah, I know, and you know,
Reggie Jackson.
I don't really care because it was coming from Utah, and like I just don't care because I'm only it's all one. Finney Smith misses, Clay gets the rebounds. It's all basically 1 year. I don't believe that our window is any bigger than 1 year, if it is even 1 year. You know. So.
Oh, future Sixer wants Toscano Anderson's in the game.
You like him?
Yeah, and they're not going to be able to pay. They're not going to be able to pay him either. Don't talk about that turnover.
Dinwiddie.
Yep.
Dallas is up now, bro. Dallas is up. Humble CP3 is injury prone, and he's figured out. I personally think that Chris Paul is figured out to the point that why wouldn't every single team 82 games of the season are just gonna send a long defender to guard him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're just gonna have a somebody. Why wouldn't you full court? Like, do you think the Sixers are gonna full court press CP3 next year, the way Alvarado did? You don't think they'll do it in the regular season? Why not? Isn't it proven that that's how you stop the Suns? That's how you stop Monty's offense. Poole drives, gets cut. Finney to Brunson.
Shoot the fucking 3, bro. Holy crap. Of course, when I bet on him, he doesn't want to shoot a 3.
Right?
It's crazy.
Dinwiddie, brick. Clay.
Shoot it, you know that. Yep.
Has he been hitting that kind of shot, dude? Like, what is that?
He had like Game 6 against the Grizzlies. He did well, but he's just not that good anymore. But he'll hit like timely threes. Like he had a clutch 3 last game.
Salty, I really want to see how the team plays with Dario too, man. Like, I am just hoping he can. I don't know, man. I'm starting to sour on Dario's, like, just believing that he can be healthy. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be nice if he is, but he's had how many injuries, you know? Aaron with the $5 dono. Man, thank you, Aaron. Says, thanks for being good sports after Mavs Suns Game 7. Why does Berton's hair never move? It doesn't move because he's an orc from the Lord of the Rings, bro. He was born up out of that muck. You ever seen Lord of the Rings?
Nope.
You are uncultured swine. You know that?
Aren't those movies like 5 hours each?
Yes.
Why would I do that to myself?
Brunson with the up and under. Aaron says he reads no movies. So he's read them but hasn't seen them. Well, all the orcs look a lot like
Books are probably
Bertans.
better, huh? Books are probably better. That's what everyone always says. You know?
Yeah. I think that's just so that you know that
They're
that
smart.
they read.
Yeah.
It's like just another way of saying I actually read the books, though.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
Back to your little trade.
I got a hypothetical for you guys. Oh yeah, well, Sunday, you could say your thing. And then
You already had it. You already got enough in creating your shot with Reggie Jackson. Why would you need to get another person like Jordan Clarkson to create?
Here's
your shot?
why. Here's why. Because Chris Paul will miss significant and important
Let me ask you
time.
this.
And our offense is all about the backcourt. Monty doesn't let anyone shoot but guards.
Okay.
Hold on, one more second. One second. Please. That's like asking me. That's like saying that you just want Campaign to come in on the bench and not Shamit. Well, why would we need a fourth shooter? What do you mean? We've got a backup point guard.
No. You said that you got.
This is a better Shamit. This is a better Shamit.
But you already said that you didn't make any other move, so that except for Campaign's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd still have Holiday, you'd still have Shamit, you'd still have Holiday, Shamit, and who else? That W wasn't over in her bag. But anyway,
We still have Holiday.
I don't think Cam Johnson for Clarkson and it would have been the move. I think just a Reggie Jackson move by himself would have been worth it.
So when Chris Paul goes down with a hand injury or a groin injury,
you have Reggie Jackson.
You have Reggie Jackson,
and you'll have a Holiday, and you'll have Shamit.
So you would want Holiday. See, I'm having Holiday now back up Reggie Jackson. I think that's a much better guard rotation.
I get what you're saying.
He's a one, and then Shamit. I'm going to be obviously looking to do whatever I can do to get rid of Shamit.
I don't know. I'm just not that big of a fan of Jordan Clarkson. And
that's fine.
He would be that much more important. Over
a lot of
Johnson.
people aren't. A lot of people aren't into Jordan Clarkson. I'm a big fan of Jordan Clarkson. I mean, I think he's wonderful on offense. I think he's a huge upgrade over Shamit. To have Booker, because Booker gets his own injuries, doesn't he? So when Booker's out, to have Jordan Clarkson holding down the two instead of Shamit. I wanted insurance for both of our guards because our guards are the only players that are allowed to shoot the ball in our system. I wanted both, and they're both injury prone. They're both
really?
injury
Is that why
prone.
Jay Crowder's chucking up threes all the time?
I need players that can score for themselves. I need more than one player that can score for himself.
Logic in saying that the guards are the only ones who are allowed to shoot, that's not true.
That's
Jay
when
Crowder,
okay.
If that's the case, Jay Crowder would not be chucking up threes.
They only
and
get
Cam
to
Johnson gets plenty of threes to shoot.
They only get to. That's because
And
the other
Mikal
team
shoots plenty of
doesn't.
threes.
The other team wants Crowder to shoot. The other team wants Crowder to be the one chucking the shot, so they let him. You won't be letting Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson can take you off the dribble and get to the rack and get fouled. We don't have anyone other than Booker on the team that can do that. I now got someone who can mimic what Booker does when Booker's not available, and I got a backup point guard. You know?
Not sold. I'm not sold on that.
I mean,
I don't think Jordan Clarkson's all that you're hyping him up to be. Like, I know he's good, but I don't think he's not worth Cam Johnson a second, especially after you already given up a first in Crowder for Reggie Jackson.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's a small, for me, man, it's a small window. I wanted the team to get better. I don't want Shamet to be the backup, too.
I don't think it'll be that small of a window if you pick up Reggie Jackson. I think Reggie Jackson would be well equipped enough to handle a workload of when CP3 was gone.
Do you think
if that was the case?
Do you think Reggie Jackson is enough, Romp?
No. My argument now is because I don't think Reggie Jackson would just be just enough. But your argument was you have a small window. What I'm saying is if you picked up someone like Reggie Jackson and you kept him there for a long time, your window would still be pretty decent because I feel like Reggie Jackson would be a good enough player when CP3 leaves to keep you staying relevant with Reggie Jackson.
I like
Booker,
Reggie Jackson a
Mikal.
lot. I like Reggie Jackson a lot, but I don't think he's that good.
And then your 4 in my scenario would, since you trade Crowder, would be Cam or whoever you want to be an 8. And I would like that a lot.
So do you realize that the Reggie Jackson that we faced, the Reggie Jackson that we went up against, that's not the Reggie Jackson from this year. Like, that was 2 years ago in the playoffs versus us. He played like that. He did not play like that this last year. You realize that?
But he didn't even make it to the playoffs.
He didn't have that kind of year. Like, that was kind of like a campaign playing out of his mind, Reggie Jackson. That's not the Reggie Jackson I expect to get because that Reggie Jackson didn't show up this last year. He was more inefficient. So if I'm gonna have like I don't like if this was 2 years ago, I'd say Reggie Jackson's enough because he's so nice and he's gonna be the new point guard when CP3 leaves. That'd be clear. But it's like when he played as a starter, he was not as good as he was as a backup.
I don't know. I think that would be. I get what you're saying. In that
Is
case,
that fair to say,
okay,
Romp, or do you think?
Okay,
did Reggie have
to say? I get that. That's fair to say. You're fine with that, so I'll accept that. But back to the premise of Reggie Jackson for Jay Crowder and a first, which sure, whatever.
It's protected.
It's protected. And then Cam Johnson in the second for Clarkson. I feel like that's a little overkill.
Yeah. I love it, dude. I fucking love
Salty,
it.
I'm not ignoring the chat. I'm reading what you're saying. We're on the same page. You saw they said, when did Jordan Clarkson become Michael Jordan? And
That's fine. So then I want you all to remember this next year, again, when Chris Paul goes down. And again, when Booker goes down, again, when Booker goes down.
You know why CP3
and Shamet is your new shooting guard.
And you really want it. Well,
oh my God.
I want a better backup for both of them, bro. I want a better backup for both of them.
You can get a better backup in free agency if you really wanted to. You don't need to trade away Cam Johnson in the second for that.
But I've decided that between the two of them, I'm not going to end up paying Cam Johnson. I'm gonna keep Mikal and Ayton and Booker. That's my 3 guys that have to be pretty much paid at all times. So I'm gonna let someone else eventually pay Cam that contract.
Johnson isn't going to be. So you're saying that Cam Johnson isn't the type of player that you would think would be. He
would definitely be in the future plans for the Suns, definitely. But if I can get a insurance for Booker's hamstring that I actually trust off the bench or to step in as a starter, then if in a 1 year window where we're literally selling we're selling our souls.
Well, that's for me and you
to try to win a title. Well, with Chris Paul, I
don't think it's a 1 year window. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
Are you kidding? We might not even have 1 year.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
We're figured
and Salty,
out.
and I hope Romp listen to me and Salty and Tori in the chat. I'm gonna say this, and you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I really feel like you need to build this team in the mindset that you're not gonna have Chris Paul.
Well,
Yeah, that's my answer. Trade Chris Paul this offseason.
That's what I really feel like you need to be in the mindset that you're not like you need to build this team as if you don't have Chris Paul. That's my mindset. Just because, like you said, dude keeps getting hurt. Dude hasn't been there. The window's going to be small. I'm not willing to especially after this playoff. I am not willing to gamble my entire roster in future right now for that one man.
Clarkson is
Especially
20.
after
Clarkson is 29. He's not 39.
Last year, you could have convinced me because we were so close in the NBA Finals. After a semifinals exit, not sold on that.
Yeah.
Not sold on that. That's just where my mind goes.
So I think the crux of the argument is that I feel like our window is much shorter than you two do. You guys feel like we still have this window, and I just don't see it.
Wrong. So you're thinking championship window, right?
Yes. Okay.
I'm thinking just more of like
relevancy
long
window.
Term. Yeah, long term being a good solid team. And I'm not. This sounds like a terrible argument because we've never won a chip. I know everybody wants a chip real bad, but I'd much rather go the route of longevity because I feel like the window that you're looking at isn't very promising. To me, it's just not, especially after how this ended. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it just depends on what now you might be able to, when the offseason comes around and they make all these amazing moves, shit, you might be able to convince me. But right now, I don't think the window that you're talking about, the 1 year window, is even a big opportunity. Unless,
bro, the league figured out how to guard the way we use Chris Paul. It's figured out now.
I figured that
it's common knowledge.
You know,
you exhaust him full court with a rangy defender. Ntilikina will do. You got somebody as shitty as Ntilikina? That'll work.
Avocado.
Alvarado's good.
I'm going to say something, and I know you're probably going to agree with me, but Salt and Tori and Romp, I keep saying as if they're in the show, but those two are in the chat. I feel like now that we know what we know about CP3 having a quad injury, I feel like I watched your video and I agree with you a little bit, Gabe, about how you feel like, was it you that said that, or maybe it was Colin Cowherd or somebody. Somebody said they felt like
we're the same guy. We're the same greatness. Go on.
Shut up. But I felt like they said that they felt like Booker could have came back a little too early on the hamstring. Like he may force himself back early in that game 6 against the Pelicans because he felt like he needed to because he saw that the team might have exited. And I feel like that might have hurt him a little bit. Was that you or was another?
I definitely said that, but I'm sure they did too. Yeah.
Okay. So you said that. So I feel like this year, Monty should stop letting the players run and take more initiative and be like, look, you need to effing rest. Because this team at the end in the semis looked hurt. They looked tired.
Ooh, Luka with a deep air ball. Salty, I want to read your comment because you're definitely right. He says CP3 is the reason we took the next step, but he's also the Achilles heel, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you can be two things at once.
Yeah.
He can be both things. He could be that good to make your team take the next step because he is that good of a ball player. He is a generational talent. Charles Barkley made a lot of teams instantly better. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
some dudes are just generational talents like that who make teams instantly better. It's just, you know.
I mean, I feel like the Achilles heel part. I feel like Luka flopping all over the place. I feel like the Achilles heel part of Chris Paul is just like, you get so used to relying on him to spoon feed everyone, and then when he's not,
No.
and then when he's
different.
when he's not there anymore, when CP3 can't go, and he's going to not be able to go at some point, he's going to get hurt in the playoffs, whether you like it or not.
What up, Eric?
That was pretty in the corner.
Smartest basketball guy I know.
But when Chris Paul goes out and you have to do it yourself, it's like, oh, how do we do this again? Because I've been used to just running the court and getting to spots and then being fed and handed points. But now I got to go get it myself. Well, I want players on our team that can go get it themselves. And I don't feel like we have any other than Booker. And Booker gets hurt too.
Tor, you don't need to defend yourself. I'm defending you, buddy. I'm on your side, my guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I have to agree with Tori.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, not only am I a Clarkson fan because I think he's super nice, I feel like the window's probably not even existent. So I'm trying to force the window open by having a plentiful amount of scorers in the backcourt, because it seems like that's all Monty wants to do with his offense. And it seems like Chris Paul will get injured and Booker will get injured. And I don't want there to be this point in time where Cam Payne and Shamet are involved. I want hoopers, bro. I want hoopers. You know?
You know what we need to do? We need to go to New York and say, hey, can we get Quentin Grimes off your hands?
They're probably,
I completely joke.
They probably like him at that point, you know.
Oh, probably.
They probably already love him, you know.
I don't know. We'll see how the offseason goes, man. I agree. We do need dudes who can get their own buckets. We have one with Booker, and then when he's not getting it, it's kind of you just saw what the offense looks like.
Yeah.
When he's not getting it, it's pretty brutal. I think the regular season was a mirage because I think for the most part we got fooled in the regular season because we played our starters a lot and a lot of teams didn't, and we just kind of thought, okay, we're just better than everyone. Maybe we're just better, you know what I mean? And so I feel like we got fooled in that way. The bench wasn't on the court a lot, so we didn't really get to see how bad the bench was until late into the playoffs.
And Cam Payne came back down to earth when he was unreal in that playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah, Luka banged his knee a little bit. He'll go ahead and rub it and then go off for 40 more points.
Who had a tweet? I think Salty shared it. There's a tweet that said that CP3 stunted the growth of Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. Do you agree with that?
I don't agree that he. Well, I don't think it was his fault. I think that if Ayton was more of a pick and roll style player,
no, I don't think that's what they're saying. But I think they're saying, what I mean. As you saw Booker and Ayton grow, you saw Ayton, becoming.
That's if you think that Booker was ever going to become like a guard, like a point style, like orchestrator. And I don't know that he was ever going to become an orchestrator. Because you could say that he helped Booker get better at the 2-guard position because he actually got to play the 2-guard position.
Steph Curry again.
But Ayton was better with Rubio.
No, Eric, I'm not being disrespectful. I just was reading some tweet and I thought that was an interesting thought of maybe CP3 stunted. I don't think that would be the case.
Yeah.
Just thought it was an interesting tweet when somebody said that. Because I was like, I mean, in one way you could think that he did just because they were progressing. But he also, we just said that he is CP3. He is a generational talent. Like
Brunson in the corner. I mean, it's weird that Ayton is like one of the few big men alive that doesn't mesh well with CP3. You know, it's like what kind of
that's how you pass the ball.
Look at where they're guarding Curry, bro, at half court. That's insane.
Salty says, "Get Eric and Tori on." I don't care if they come on here.
I'm good on all that.
Why are you afraid?
No.
Are you afraid? Talking all that smack. Are you afraid? Bullock for 3, no good. This is a close game. Closer than the last two.
Who's hurt? CP3 or sorry, CP3. If only CP3 was as good as Curry. Looked like Curry was holding his quad.
He's just messing with his little leg thing.
So, how does this game project in your mind?
Ooh.
Oh, was that a fan?
What happened?
Did a fan just trip him?
Nah, I think he got they said he got tripped by the waiter that was serving the fan on court side. That's what they just said. So really, Curry, you can't be mad. That person was doing their job.
I gotta look back here. Look.
That's insane.
I mean, that dude could kind of see Curry out of the corner of his eye. What was his foot doing so far back?
He's doing his job.
It's in Dallas though. Like if this was in Golden State, I'd be like, oh, of course. But
you're making it seem like dudes that work at the stadium are completely invested in the team. No, they're just there for a job, bro.
Man. Man, just trying to decide like who I would rather lose this more. It's so tough to pick between these two guards, man.
What two guards?
Steph and Luka. And what's
you'd want Luka? What do you mean? If we're talking about future.
No. I mean, which one of these ones I want to lose this series more?
Oh, I got you.
I can't decide who I want to lose. So tough. Ugh.
I think you want the Mavs to lose.
You know what's really upsetting is that Booker's turning himself into Baker Mayfield.
Why do you say that?
He's just made himself so hateable. You know, like I feel like he used to be really lovable. But he just does shit now, like the Luka special thing. Like how can you not see how much that like think if okay. Steph Curry, Sundo. We're in a heated playoff battle with Steph Curry. And he fakes like he sells a foul, lays there lifeless, and then rolls over and winks at the camera. Come on.
Who?
Curry wouldn't do that, man.
Think if Curry did that the way Booker did that. I don't know, man.
Someone says KD is what we need.
KD? Shit. What's the percentage likelihood on that?
What, KD coming
Twitter
to Phoenix?
believes it, man.
Twitter believes it.
Twitter believes it.
That's because they're desperate, dog. They're desperate. Reality.
If you do a good jersey swap, they'll believe anything.
That's pretty true.
You know, if you do a good jersey swap with like Embiid,
A good
they're
Photoshop.
like, yeah. Yeah. Salty said Booker did fuck up. That was front runner shit. That, and it's just like I can't look at another fan and be like, "Hey, do you guys like Devin Booker?" It's like I just imagine he's creating a lot of ill will, you know. But
D-book.
see, Iverson, I'm looking at who you said we should target in free agency. And like the only person that I see there that can create their own shot is Malik Monk. And I just feel like that's what did us in offensively, was we didn't have anyone that could create their own shot. We were solely reliant on Chris Paul to set everything up. You know? I just want players that can do it themselves. And I have almost as much expectation that Booker will get hurt in important moments now that I do CP3. Is that wrong, Romp?
Ooh. How many did he get injured last playoff
Yes, he
run?
did.
2 playoff runs in a row.
Yes.
Was it the same injury?
Hamstrings.
I think he'll always have it, but he'll be able to play through it. You know?
Yes.
But he's got arrested during the regular season.
Yeah.
Can't be playing 40 minutes a night. And 82 games. Jimmy Butler didn't even play in the regular season. He's been chilling all regular season. Kawhi Leonard never plays.
Right.
And when he does, he doesn't try.
Who was talking about the jersey? So I was talking about the Intrepid was saying that they're removing the Valley jerseys.
Yep, they're removing the Valley jerseys.
I think
as
that
well
was
they
planned.
should.
I think that was
As
planned
well,
already.
It was very much planned, right? I thought they were.
You know?
Did they say they were bringing it back specifically for this year?
Yeah, they just want to make more money with a different jersey.
Hot take. The Valley jersey, bringing back the Valley jersey was a bad luck charm all along.
I don't think it was a bad luck charm, but I don't mind that. I don't mind it going away. Now that it has that bad taste.
Yep, it's going to remind you of a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Ugh. So, like, why can't they get rid of that orange jersey and give us a better orange jersey than that? It looks like a kid's pajamas with no sleeves.
Yes. Why don't we just go back to the 90s Charles Barkley's? And who
I think they're saying we're going to get the purple one of that. And if that's the case, I am so down, bro. I'm so down for that. I don't care what color. Like, literally, actually, it's that one on the wall right there, bro, behind me. We're supposed to get that one, some version of that. It'll probably have a Jordan symbol, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't wait. But I don't know, man. Do you feel like I guess I'm just so down. I feel like if we've won 82 games next season in the regular season, we would still lose Chris Paul in the playoffs at some point. Like, you have to bubble wrap that dude. That's why I feel like the window's closed.
Move on from Chris Paul?
Emotionally?
No, I'm just talking about, like, don't you think, like, the time is near? He's horrible.
Bring back the Steve Nash jerseys.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of want him to go into a bench role, which he probably won't ever accept. But I would love to see him as a 6-man.
Who you want as a bench rule?
CP3.
CP3. Like going to a Mike Conley role where you run the show for us, but like only in the important times of the game, and you don't really like play heavy minutes. I just want him to be healthy. Is that so much to ask? I don't want him.
It is a lot to ask because apparently the man can never stay healthy.
But he also never
throughout a
rests.
full season.
He also never rests.
That was my point earlier. Like somebody has
It was
to
your point. It was your point.
cannot play, bro. Long term, we need to make a long run in the playoffs. You cannot be getting hurt, bro. You and Booker, sit down. We're going to get a bunch of guys that can get their own buckets that you can trust. Sit down.
Now you said a bunch of guys, but you
Sit down.
before said you only
Not
want
named
one guy.
Jordan Clarkson.
So you don't think Jordan Clarkson's good?
He's all right.
He hasn't impressed Sundo enough.
I was
Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of him in LA.
I didn't like him in LA either, but what he's turned himself into in Utah is like he was 6th man of the year last year. Like I'm trying to get us a 6th man of the year candidate. But and I thought, getting him and Reggie as insurance, yeah, they're going to play less minutes, but it's for a championship. And then when Chris Paul goes down, and it's going down, you got Reggie right there. And then when those two have to come out because they're getting subbed out of the game for tiredness, Jordan Clarkson comes in. It's a never-ending buffet of points.
I get what you're saying, but I feel like we're going to be doing more bargain bin shopping than anything else. So
We better not, dude. Somebody gotta want to come play with us, man.
I mean, that's what we got. That's what we got caught doing in the trade deadline. If I'm being honest, bargain bin shopping.
Mm.
You know what I mean? As much as I love Biombo and Holiday and those guys, but that's what we got caught doing. Remember, we all clamored that we wanted Eric Gordon and other players, and they didn't do it. And then we were told, "Oh, I think we're good where we're at right now."
Yeah.
And then they didn't play Aaron Holiday.
See, Romp, don't bring that up, please, because that really hurts my soul, bro. Like, I was looking up numbers for Holiday, and Holiday was like comparable and sometimes better than Cam Payne this year in the limited minutes that he played compared to Cam Payne.
Ugh.
You know what I mean? So it really hurts my soul because you know how I felt about Holiday. Pat Bev will never play with CP3, especially after the garbage that man talked a few days ago.
Bev.
He's never ever setting foot on the same court as CP3. And I just
cone.
and I feel like that. And the funny thing is, and the hilarious part is, Pat Bev knows he's wrong because everybody has been talking smack about him, talking smack about CP3. And remember when he said the whole NBA, and literally everybody's like, "Bro, what are you talking about? Shut up." When Pat Bev was like, I know how the whole NBA feels about CP3 with the swipe throughs and getting all the calls that he wants, blah, 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 blah. And ain't nobody care about CP3 and the Phoenix Suns. And then literally everybody came out and said, "Pat, shut up. You don't speak for the NBA."
he run around acting like he Pac.
Pat Bev stuff just sounds like it's personal when he was in the Clippers and CP3 was there as well and blah, blah, blah. That's what it sounds like to me. Don't nobody care about CP3.
But no one likes CP3. Like, outside of Suns fans, no offense, but like everyone hates CP3.
I never hated CP3. What are you talking about? I always loved CP3.
No, I know what you mean.
He's like that goody-goody, you know?
Is he?
He's like that goody-goody in class.
He's goody-goody in
president of the
class,
players
yeah.
union,
But then
all
he'll
that stuff.
swipe. But then he'll swipe. But then he'll punch you in the nuts like Bruce Bowen. You know? Yeah, I get that.
How about we go get a DeJounte Murray, Spurs fan Gary?
Give him up.
And you can get campaign.
Switch us.
You guys should go for Cam Reddish, as should the whole NBA. Because
Kim
he's got
Reddish.
potential.
What team is he on? The Knicks?
He's on the
Hawks?
Knicks. He's never gotten a fair shot by anyone. And he's got the most attractive archetype in the NBA.
He's your Dwayne Bacon. He's
No,
your
he's
Gordon
actually-
Hayward.
He showed up in the conference finals, though, after not even playing at
Don't
all.
get me started on Gordon Hayward. Bring him in. Let's go. That's what I need on this team is some Gordon Hayward.
Too much money. Jordan fucked that up for us, bro. You know, Jordan went and paid him so much that now we can't go grab him.
He'd be a nice addition, though. Some white people on the team,
And he would
as
and he
well.
would fit in Phoenix if you know what I mean.
Oh my god. Fuck.
He would instantly become the fan favorite if you know what I mean.
That's Dario now.
Yo,
Yeah,
Sunday,
and as soon as we got Hayward, it'd be like Dario. Who?
Sunday.
Yeah.
What's up?
You want to grade my trade I made?
Let's hear it.
Thibault and Shake Milton for Cam Reddish.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
He loves
It's
Cam
like Reddish
Reddish.
that much. So it's like Reddish. So Reddish is your Hayward or
He
your
is my Hayward.
Aaron Holiday.
He's a guy who can go get you a bucket at 6'8" and defend. But he's inconsistent. But I blame the Hawks and the Knicks for that.
Cam Johnson's the next Reggie Miller. You know? All right, so that's a good angle right there. I want to see that again. What?
What?
Intrepid said we get the 2004 jerseys. If those are the ones I'm thinking of, never. The Steve Nash
jerseys.
No, those were such trash, dude. Such trash. They look like we stole them from the WNBA team, the Mercury. No offense, Diana Taurasi. So here's what the Suns didn't do. They actually caught and hit threes. Except for Jake Rauter. You got to give it to Rauter. He was helping us out that last series, bro.
I have a serious question.
Yeah.
Why is Michael Porter Jr. so loved, but my guy Cam Reddish is looked at as a bust? Think about it. Michael Porter Jr. is inconsistent, injury prone, relatively the same stat line. Can't play a lick of defense. Cam Reddish, same thing, but
Guy played for Duke, right?
Yeah,
That's
but
why.
like, Michael Porter Jr. is the most overrated player in the league.
I don't.
And he's
I don't.
never gonna.
I don't
He's never gonna
disagree.
stay healthy.
Intrepid says we should sign Kelly Oubre Jr. I would do it in a heartbeat.
People
would-
in Missouri hate Michael Porter Jr., bro.
It would help us move off of Crowder if we were able to. And
They hate that man.
Wait, why do they hate him? Didn't he go to Missouri?
Yeah, but he didn't play. He played like one game in Missouri and then left and went for the NBA. And people in Missouri took that personal. Like you said, dude's always hurt. Like he was supposed to be like he picked. The thing was he picked Missouri. And it was like a big deal because it's Michael Porter Jr. At the time. He's one of the best prospects. And then dude literally got hurt. Didn't play the entire season he was there. Played one game and then bounced. And people in Missouri just don't. They hate him for it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Missouri fans are weird, dog.
Steph going to the line, or is this on the ground? Dre down to Clay. Ugh, can't finish. How did he miss that? You think he just rushed it?
How much time do you have? What's the time? What's your clock at on your
10,
stream?
10, 19, 18?
Oh my God, I'm at 9:50. Refresh your
Oh,
stream,
really?
dog. Yeah, Steph Curry just hit a 3, and it's now 55-49 on mine.
Let's go.
Game's looking bad.
Are you going to blitz him, trap him?
Okay, yeah, I think I might be caught up now. Salty said
I agree
no
with
to
Salt.
Kelly Oubre.
I agree with Salt, bro. At this
Haters.
point- no. I'm just gonna be honest with him. At this point, bro, he's right. What killed us in the playoffs was inconsistency. Like, he's not wrong. You need something that's a little more consistent.
Yeah.
You need a steady Eddie type player that's gonna weather the storm whenever stuff goes wrong.
Jordan Clarkson will save the franchise for you guys.
Savior.
That's what Gabe says anyway.
No, just a combination of him and Reggie so that we don't have any issues when
Josh Jackson.
Our
That's exactly who we need.
guys
to come
go
back.
down.
He's a free agent.
Man, forget Josh Jackson.
Yeah, that'll never happen. He'll never be welcomed back. He left under bad terms, man. Salty.
Trolling.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you did a sign and trade with the Mavs
Hey, look, hindsight's 40-40, right?
for
Or
Brunson,
20-20.
For Brunson.
and Luca and Aiden were teammates. That would be wild.
It would be wild. But I want to see.
Cap space do you guys have?
Just remember, like I said,
Not a
James
lot.
Jones would have drafted Luca. I believe that with all my heart. I think
You
James
think?
Jones would have saw Luca. Yes, James Jones would have
I
saw
don't
Luca. So
know,
that's
dog.
generational talent, bro.
Hey,
By the way they treat Aiden now, heck no.
but he is the one that drafted Sticks over Halliburton.
That's also true.
That's why
He
I
did-
question it.
Well, I think you're right. I think he saw Cam and took another swing and thought, "Oh, well, let me just get another project. I think it'll work out." Also, I'm gonna be honest. If we still had Sticks on this team, I'd be more willing to let Ayton go.
I agree. But how about your boy McGee and Biombo?
Like, if you told me that you're gonna trade Ayton and get some better pieces, and we had Sticks, McGee, and Biombo still on the squad, I would be okay with that.
No one needs Taco Bell.
Speak
So
for
you're
yourself.
bringing back McGee.
Well, he's paid up. I mean, we have his rights.
I thought he was a free agent.
We gave him a
Hey, look,
2-year
there's
deal.
2 Chains, aka Titty Boy.
Pretty sure we gave him a 2-year deal. Maybe it was 1. I'll have to relook at it.
Did you know that, Gabe?
What?
Did you know what 2 Chains' name was before he turned his name to 2 Chains?
What was it?
He used to be Titty Boy.
What?
Yes.
Are you for real?
Yes.
Wow.
So just imagine he'd be a Titty Boy instead of 2 Chains. Yep. 2 Chains used to be called Titty Boy.
No, you're right, Salt. He has not proven that he can draft consistently.
I'm gonna be
You
real.
know.
Like, if you told me that they're gonna do a clean slate reset and we kept CP3, Bridges, Booker, maybe Ayton, I would be okay with that. Clean slate, starting all over. Fine, make it happen.
So you're bringing everyone back and the coach just to do
No!
the same thing?
I said clean slate minus CP3, Booker, Ayton, and Bridges. Those 4. But everybody else got to go. We bring back new dudes.
Oh. I mean, I don't think that's the answer.
I didn't say it was the answer. I said I would be okay with that.
But then, I mean, we had all, like, we were talking about wanting consistency, you know. I thought that we all understood exactly why we lost. I thought we were all on the same page.
Not really.
I thought we were all on the same page that we needed playmakers that could score for themselves.
Yeah, I believe that is one problem, but I also believe
someone else who can orchestrate the offense efficiently when Chris Paul is just taking a rest. We didn't have that. True. Or when they full court press Chris Paul into and out of existence. And then you're like, well, now we need someone to create the offense. It's like, well, we don't have that. That's what Chris Paul does. Well, he's in the corner being clamped up by Ntilikina and Herb Jones right now.
They just pressed Curry, and Curry was like, okay, I'll just dribble up the court. And then they got an open layup.
Man.
Kevon Looney, man.
LeVar Ball.
He's
Give me Lonzo.
Kevon Looney is doing what I thought Aiden would do to the Mavericks. That's crazy.
Yeah. He pushes towards the rim.
He has Steph Curry, though.
Yeah.
And Jordan Poole.
Golden State's back up 58-51. Luka's got Wiggins on him. All-star starter Wiggins. That'd be amazing. Oh, not Jello. We don't need Jello.
I think you guys need Jello, to be honest.
No. We need Mello. LaMelo.
We already have Ish. What do we need another ball brother for?
Salty said no-name centers the way. Apparently, Kleba no good, gets his own rebound. Luka good in the mid-range, flops the hell out of it. No call.
He tripped over Draymond's foot. Draymond picked him back up. That's the right thing to do. Draymond knew, like, all right, bro, I'll pick you back up. That was messed up. That's a classic move from Draymond.
Looney. Oh, gets beat by Kleba. How's that a foul on Kleba? It better not be on Kleba. Guess Luka's getting the foul body.
Nigga, get up. You be in the floor every play.
Oh, no. Oh, he literally stepped on his foot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why Draymond picked him up, because Draymond's like, oops, my bad, bro. Like it's one thing if he flopped, but he put, that's why I said a classic move. It's one thing if he would have flopped, but since he stepped on his foot, he was like, I got you. Like, that's also a sign of someone who isn't taking you too seriously either. It's kind of wild.
Intrepid says
Warriors have a lot of things we don't. Salt says.
Intrepid said CP3 always chokes down or up 2-0. I don't know what that is about, man. Some weird shit, though. Ugh. Brunson. Luka's got Curry on him. Backing him down. Kicks it to Kleba. Over to Bullock. Bullock drives. Oh, my God. Sent away by Dre. Draymond's got Brunson. Kicks it out to Looney. Wiggins. Crossing up. Stepping back. I mean, come on, right? Clay. Contested. In and out. It hits the shot clock. That's out of bounds. Man. That's true, Burner. I forgot about Ife. We still got Ife. You know?
The savior.
Maybe I should have just not worried about Clarkson since we have Ife. And six-man players of the year aren't valuable to Sundo at all. Doncic. Over to Brunson. Step back. Finney. Drives. Kicks. Kleber. Ugh, no good.
Sixth man of the year is like getting coach of the year.
A jinx. You know, he reminds me of a little more bouncy Lemon Pepper Lou in his prime. Not quite as automatic as Lemon Pepper Lou, though.
We need James Harden.
Good.
Bring Harden over
31 going on 51 Harden.
Hey, bro, you can't make those jokes when you have CP3 on your team.
CP3 looks like he's 78 years old.
No, they're back.
Ban him before the deceptive practices get on us. Oh, Dinwiddie in the corner.
Hey. Woo!
Burner. Sixth man of the year is like getting coach of the year. Sixth man Sundo.
Yep.
Literally named yourself after a sixth man, and you don't want the sixth man of the year. Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
Not the sixth man named Jordan Clarkson. Maybe if it was the sixth man James Harden in 2008, 2009. Or what? Oh, that's too early. 2012. Sorry. Let me get that right.
Green just slapped a taste out of Brunson's mouth. I know Salt likes that. Kleba over to Brunson. Brunson stumbling, bumbling, fumbling.
Get Draymond with the hustle.
Dre over to Wig. God, Wiggins has such hops, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Eugene says, would y'all consider trading for a high draft pick? No.
Ugh. What in the world was that? Wiggins. Put back. Maybe he is an all-star starter caliber player. Dinwiddie.
He's a winning player. That's what he
To
is.
Glucose Luca. Whips it. Almost stolen. Dinwiddie. Why is he Ben Simmonsing that? Curry. Pump fake. Curry with Brunson. Pump fake. Back to Dre. Foot on the line. Toe on the line. He hits. See if they count that as a 2. They do count it as a 2.
That was definitely a 3. He scooted his foot back.
No, I think his toe is still on it. I hope they replay it, though. I would love to see it. Luka. Wow. Luka spin move. No. If that went in. Wiggins to Clay. Clay breaks ankles. Clay hangs. Gets hit by Kleba. Out of bounds.
They got Luka locked up right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. Elbow to the mouth of
Intrepid,
Kleba.
many coaches have been fired after they've gotten coach of the year.
Dwayne Casey.
Yeah.
Just remember, Monty got announced coach of the year during the finals, and then what happened?
Oh my God.
That looks like Suns defense. Wow. Sundo, I only want my sixth man to be a future franchise player, MVP, and Hall of Famer. You know, like Cam Johnson, the walking L.
Spurs fan Gary hating from outside the club.
He can't get in.
He can't get in. because DeJounte couldn't do it for him. Don't worry though, he's got his Manu Ginobili highlight tapes on standby.
You know.
And the Tim Duncan. He just watches that Tim Duncan turn around, loves it.
Salt says he thinks the Heat get to the finals and beat the Warriors because they match up well. That's a good take. I can see that. Cuck of the year.
Where is First Fan Gary? Where you at, Gary?
This world.
I gotta go to work tomorrow. I don't feel like it.
You know what I'm willing to believe now, Sundo, is that Missouri probably has an amazing pizza like they claim.
What you mean?
Like, isn't Missouri kind of known for their own special type of pizza?
Yeah, St. Louis style pizza. We're known for toasted ravioli and St. Louis style pizza. We have our own little Italian type thing. We have a place called The Hill, where historically where all the Italians were, and they basically ran it. And yeah, that's where all that came from. I mean, all St. Louis style pizza is just really, really super flatbread pizza. That's all it is.
How saucy.
I don't know. You'd have to try it. I like it just because I'm from here, but anybody who tries it from like Chicago or New York, because you know their pizza Nazis say it's terrible. So I guess it just depends on where you're from and how well. But I love it just because you know I'm from here. But toasted ravioli, now that's my shit.
That sounds so good.
Now that's St. Louis through and through.
Missouri
versus Nebraska. Well, Gabe will tell you that their zoo is it.
Yeah, the zoo's good. The zoo's good, but you know,
even though our zoo is much better,
it is not
much better.
Talking about zoo,
but listen.
Look,
so
we're in the Midwest, Romp. We don't have a lot to flex, my guy.
When I was up there, I had pizza.
Zoo is better. That's insane.
When I was up there, I had pizza, and it was so. There's this place that in Omaha this last weekend. I had pizza, and it was like not my favorite place from there. It was some new place, and it alone, not even being my favorite, was better than all the Texas pizza I've had over the last few years. And I just don't think Texas has great pizza like they think they do. You know, like the Midwest
Texas is not known for pizza. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I'm learning that lesson now. I miss Midwest pizza. That shit is dry as a bone down here is what I'm trying to tell you.
No, bro.
They've never even heard of tomato sauce, bro. Like, they're like, what? Nah, just cheese on bread. It's like, no, that's cheese sticks.
I'm gonna be real. You may not like St. Louis style pizza because it's not like that. There's good sauce on it, but there's more cheese than sauce. I'll tell you that.
I just need an appropriate
if you're a
amount.
Pizza saucy guy, but I love
Dinwiddie in the corner.
Emos, bro.
No good. Oh, banana hair boy slapped it out of bounds.
But I know there's one thing that I told you about from St. Louis that I know you hate, and that is another thing St. Louis is known for is their Chinese food. Apparently.
Oh yeah, I love Chinese food.
But one of the things I told you about back in the day, and I remember you made fun of me for it, was the St. Paul sandwich.
What is that?
And I remember when I told you all about that when we were playing 2K one day, you guys just talked so much trash about how awful it sounded.
What is it?
The St. Paul sandwich?
Yeah.
It
sounds like a sex act, you know?
It really does, right? You ever had egg foo young?
No.
Do you even know what egg foo young is?
No. I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google it.
You're going to Google it and you're going to be like, this sounds awful, but it's actually really good.
I'm going to Google St. Louis sandwich. Or is it St. Paul sandwich?
St. Paul sandwich. Salty says, give her the St. Paul sandwich. Wow.
Okay, so egg foo young is. So is it just like scrambled eggs?
Just Google St. Paul sandwich. The St. Paul sandwich can be found in many Chinese American restaurants in St. Louis, Missouri, as well as other cities in Missouri. It's a Missouri thing.
Eggs, meat. It just says meat. Bean,
Okay,
bean sprouts, bamboo shoots, cabbage, spring onions, mushrooms, water chestnuts.
Well, that's just because what you can put in there. Yeah. You think it tastes awful. So like egg foo young is basically a patty that they make. Basically, they stuff like whatever meat you want in it, and then they make it into like a patty. Like you could make a burger out of it, but it's made out of eggs. It's weird. It's a weird Chinese thing. But yeah, they made it into a sandwich in Missouri, and let me tell you, but you reading that sounds awful, but it's phenomenal.
It looks good. It looks like a fried chicken sandwich.
You wouldn't think that it would be any good, but it is great.
Jordan Poole gets lit up. So
I'll stuff my meat into an. I saw.
That's what
an eggplant.
Yeah, that's what a St. Paul sandwich is sticking your meat in an egg foo young.
You guys are so bad. But also look up toasted ravioli. You've never had toasted ravioli?
It sounds amazing. I don't even need to know any more than toasted ravioli.
Never had toasted
because what
ravioli.
I'm imagining is cheese over the top of it, toasted. Is that what I'm hearing?
Kind of. So it's obvious ravioli. Except for the outside is toasted. So the pasta is toasted and then it's deep fried. So the outside's like thick and crispy, and then you can dip it in marinara sauce. You can put whatever you want over the top of it. It's so good, dude. It's so good.
Is he all right, bro? Or was it even that bad of a foul?
I don't know.
He was just keeping him from scoring. That's how you have to.
Apparently, he hit his head. The NBA players are so dramatic, bro.
You have to be, bro. You have to be to get the calls. Is that a scary foul romp?
From behind.
No, I mean, it's going to take 25 minutes to review, though, because they got to review everything. That's the NBA's motto. Review
That's
everything.
Vegas's motto. They see how well it worked out for the NFL. Common foul.
They called a common foul. Wow, I'm surprised.
Is that Leandro Barbosa?
Leandro
How come
Barbosa.
they get all of our? It's got to be that they don't want to come back because they don't like Sarver, right? I mean, like Nash wouldn't come back and coach. Barbosa wouldn't come back and coach. Amari don't come back and coach.
I'm telling you, bro, it's all
top
Sarver.
to bottom, bro.
I'm
Look at
telling
the
you,
Warriors
it's Sarver.
franchise, man.
But someone tipped me off that maybe Sarver maybe really won't be owning his teams for much longer.
Where do your sources come from?
I have reliable sources.
He has reliable sources, not like Ramp. Pool hits, free throw. So if Dallas is able to come back and win this game, what do you think? You think it's gonna?
No, this is going 3-0.
You think it's going 3-0 and then what, 4-0?
I think this game is over. No,
Think
they'll
the
probably win
series?
5. So yeah, it's over. This series, I think it's over, man. To be honest, just doesn't seem like the Mavs are anywhere close to them.
Yeah, look at that, Luka.
Luka's locked up too because they're actually double teaming him, unlike the Suns.
Shut up, Romp.
It's true,
I don't know
bro.
why you're. I don't know why you're hating from the club. Hey, at least we went 7 games, Romp.
True. Well, Embiid was like 50%, and we still.
Okay, well, Chris Paul apparently was 50%. So what now, nigga?
I mean, it is what
Exactly.
It is,
You got nothing. You got nothing.
I'm just saying your defensive game plan was whack.
And I'm saying
Again.
that your defensive game plan was whack too, because you guys don't play
even
defense.
If we had a defensive game plan, like we got Georges Niang's on the court, like at least you guys got athletes to run a.
Who?
Exactly.
Who?
He's built like if Boris Diaw let himself go.
Look, it's not my fault. My team didn't give up everything to get James Harden on the squad.
I mean, we didn't really. That wasn't the issue, really.
Oh, it was the issue.
It was more of the other roster construction.
73-61.
You guys had a championship roster. All we
Excuse
had
me.
was
What are you talking about? Apparently, we didn't. We got our ass beat. What do you mean?
No, you did have a championship roster, though. You're telling me, look at the Mavs roster. The Mavs roster ain't that much better. You just got the better player and the better coach. If we're being honest,
Our roster was like
Who just hit that?
kind of fool's gold, man.
Finney-Smith?
Our roster was kind of fool's gold.
Yeah, I looked at 10. Finney-Smith.
You guys just had a dumb game plan, to be honest.
Again. So you're saying we got to get rid of Coach of the Year Monty?
Yep. But it's not gonna happen.
Me and Rump like comparing him to Mark Jackson, and everybody keeps telling us we're crazy.
I would do it in a heartbeat. Heartbeat, especially for Mark Jackson.
For Mark Jackson?
Oh, Mark Jackson's going to LA, bro. What are you talking about?
Who'd you say? Janet Jackson? Oh, Steph!
Oh my God.
No! Brunson takes it in on Steph and body bags.
Why are you saying no?
It was dirty. You shouldn't do things that are that dirty.
Yeah, Steph's the best player in the world right now.
Why not? He trained for it.
It's just not polite. That's not polite.
If he made that. Yeah.
Dinwiddie driving, hanging, getting blocked and fouled. Yowza.
Oh man, I love Suns fans though. Like, do we need to make this happen? I put a jersey on him. It's gonna happen in Photoshop. The Tripper says we get Kawhi Leonard.
Nah. Not gonna happen. It'd be nice. I'd do it.
I'm a nice guy. I don't really like doing a whole lot. I don't even know who I'm talking to right now.
Sundo, I'm counting down the days until you agree with me that our window is short and damn near non-existent.
I never said that. What I'm saying is, for me, the goal would be to, if the window is that short, then extend it by not making immediate moves to get Jordan Clarkson.
Salty in the house.
Salty.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Bringing the comment back to sense, all right? Just kidding. All right, here's the deal. It's weird. It's like we switched. This is an alternate dimension, and Gabe is salty as gaming, and I'm like, here's the. I was real hurt. I kind of like came to terms about this team early, and I don't know, what that was, but I kind of knew the writing was on the wall. Honestly, Christmas when we got clapped by the,
That's
got
true.
clapped by the Warriors. I think after that loss, I was like, the Warriors, they're going to be tough. I don't know if we match up well, and then we lost to them again at their place where, what's his name, Porter went
off.
Went prime Kobe. The fact is they have championship experience. They have a good GM that during the downtimes with injuries and stuff, stocked up, got Jordan Poole, got Andrew Wiggins, totally fleeced the fucking Wolves on that one. Luckily, they missed on the center pick because they could be even more loaded than they are. They play championship defense. Like before, I didn't want to give Kerr any props. I just thought he was like, well, he's another one of those coaches that had a super team and he just rode that. But Steve Kerr is a good coach, man. He makes adjustments. You can see that from the defensive end. He was playing all kinds of different defense on Luka. Box, fucking switching it off, and it's not like, hey, let's just switch and see what happens. Let's see what happens and get CP3 on fucking Luka and have him back him down into
For
the
7
fucking
games.
oblivion.
For 7 games.
So what I'll tell you, I think about the Suns' future. I think it's bright, but I don't think Monty is the guy to get us there. I think the writing's on the wall with him. He's a good
team builder.
A team builder like CP3, right? So
culture builder,
all that stuff, which we needed.
But not good X's and O's.
He's going to get exposed again in the playoffs probably this upcoming year, right? Because he can't adjust. Even if we make any kind of different, he was coaching scared, essentially. It was like reactionary. It was always him reacting to what Jason Kidd was doing, and Jason Kidd was one step ahead of him. It was like a cat and a mouse, So he got exposed in the finals against the Mavs coach that said play random, and that fucking beat you. And then you're getting exposed again by a less talented team who you should have just destroyed. And they made adjustments you couldn't make adjustments. So that's Monty. But when it comes to our talent and our core, they need to build off of that and do whatever you can this year. But continuity is important. Monty will get exposed. CP3 will get cut because his contract is set up that way. I think after 2.5 years, it's not guaranteed. So, like, you look at it as a 4-year contract, it's not actually that. So, CP3 is cooked, dog. Like, no matter what you're saying, get backups, get this and that. If you can't count on your second star, you're cooked. I don't know what other ways to say it. If you can't have your star get through a playoff or series of playoffs without getting hurt all the time, you're fucked. It doesn't matter who you have on the bench, And then Booker's shown that he's been exposed to the level of, okay, last year in the playoffs you went off and you did your thing and you kind of tailed off at the end, but he did that front runner shit, so he's gonna have to prove himself. But I do think CP3 is both a savior and an Achilles heel to this team. He got us to the finals in the first year, and that's crazy. But like the progression of a normal young team would be, okay, we go 8-0 in the bubble, we barely miss it. Next year we're like 8 seed, 7 seed maybe, and then you progress off of that. It's like we started running before we started walking, if that makes sense, and that's why it got us fucked. Because you didn't understand how hard it was to get to that point. You just got there. It's like, I don't know, you take a fucking pill and you're roided out or something. You skip all the blood, sweat, and tears to get there, right? So essentially what should have happened was what happened this year should have happened the year before. It should have been vice versa. But I don't know. I think we're kind of fucked because we paid him that money, and I don't know who's out there that's going to pick up $40 million a year for CP3, who at the last part of the playoffs, he literally was playing off ball. He wasn't bringing the ball up. So what the fuck is that about? Like, he got bodied so hard by these long guards that can guard. Fucked him so hard that he wasn't even bringing the ball up as a point guard, dog. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
Yeah.
So That's an issue when you're paying a dude $40 fucking million and he's the glass man. I don't know what else to say. Like, he's breaking down. His vegan diet's taking him through the season, and then he's breaking down, dude. So
Can I just say real quick to, try to piggyback off of that great statement and try to steal some of the shine? That is why I felt like I had to get 2 guards for this team, because I feel like Chris Paul is just withered away.
Gabe,
and so I wanted more, than just Reggie.
It doesn't matter who you get off the bench. If you don't have 2 stars in this league, for the most part, you're fucked. I mean, look at the Mavs. The reason why they're folding right now is because they're reliant on 1 star. Traditionally, that's not going to get the job done.
All the way, yeah.
To take you to the promised land. Like,
Chris Paul was playing like a star.
For sure, but he's not reliable. I mean, we've reached that point where we know Chris Paul is who he is. It's like any other sports player that shows their colors throughout time. Like Kershaw, it's for the Dodgers, right? For the longest time. I don't really watch Major League Baseball, but he was known as the playoff choker because he did it every year, year after year after year after year. And it's like, once it happens every year, it's not just a one-off thing. It's a fucking trend, So that's the problem, because I'm looking at this in the long term. I don't think next year we're even gonna try to get. I don't even think we'll make the finals, to be honest. But because CP3's contract's so fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they can trade that to some up-and-coming team that wants to get over the hump, like the Suns, that need a point guard and some shit, and you can fleece them in a trade and then try to get a legit super. Like, they need to get another star in here next to Booker, because Mikal Bridges ain't going to be that. He whittles away in the playoffs, right?
Crazy.
Ayton is not going to be a star that can carry you. I'm sorry. No matter what, the league is not built around 7-foot centers being your number one thing. It's not going to get you to the championship. What teams with a legit 7-footer are even close to being
just the
champions?
Sixers? Just the Sixers.
I mean, Sixers haven't even made the finals yet, right?
Yeah, center can't be your number one guy.
No.
That's why we got James Harden, but he's washed. So.
All right, so it's not a center league. It's turned into this small ball shit with who gives a fuck center that could rebound and play defense, and then they chuck up 83s a game. That's what the NBA is right now. Legit, you need 3-point shooters that can splash from the outside all over the place, and then you need to get to the rack and get fouls and play defense. If you play championship defense, stroke threes, get to the rack, get some fouls, you're good. So I do think the core is important, but CP3 is definitely fucking us with that contract, dude. Like, big time. Like that. Yep. You go look at how fat his contract is. It's crazy.
I agree with Salt. That's why I said earlier, like, we need to prepare us if we're not going to have him anymore. Like, the moves you need to make this offseason is to basically pretend like you don't even have CP3 on the team anymore. Like, that's how I feel like you need to look at it. Because, like you said, he's eventually going to get hurt. Mm. Like, you're eventually not going to have him.
He's going to hurt. He's going to break down, dude. It's like, it's going to happen. And it was so strange for me to watch the point god, that's his name, right? Getting relegated to not bringing the ball up because he's getting fucking bodied off of the full court press. That shit was Doctor Strange parallel universe type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how else to compare it, but to have you be the point guard and take the ball out of your hands, bringing it up and giving it to Shamit, like, I guess you were that hurt or that washed. I don't know. Like, like, what was that?
Well,
I think here, let me say this. If you knew that you had a quad injury and you knew it was affecting you and affecting the team, why are you still playing?
Yeah, pull him, man. I mean, that's a real issue, Nick. I mean, the team was hiding that shit. If you're hiding it and people know you're fucked, it's like, in any kind of a match, if you know you have an advantage over someone, like if you know there's an injury or there's some injured player out there with like a lame duck, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna attack the fuck out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna take advantage of that, and just because you want to hide it, everybody knew he was fucking cooked. Like the dude scoring 5 points,
Well, I mean,
getting record turnovers in a game, not bringing the ball up full court. Like everybody knew this dude was fucked. So why? I guess we just didn't have any options, and they didn't want to play Holiday. So it's
we
like,
just
fuck,
didn't
dude.
adjust, bro. Like why? Like we said this the whole time. Why were you switching? And now that makes it even worse. Like, why were you switching everything if you knew that he had a quad problem?
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, man. It's unfortunate because I think beyond CP3, if CP3 wasn't cooked, I do think this team could have went to the promised land, honestly.
Me too.
But it's just when your floor general gets fucked, and it's like, I don't know how you compare it. Like you're in a war, you know, and your general's the leader, and he leads the shit, and he's like wounded as fuck, and he ain't the same. How good are the Warriors gonna, not Warriors, but you know, like the fighters for him do well if their general's fucked, you know? Like it changes everything. And CP3 was our offense, and then what do you do when he's out or not playing well? It's like you fold. And
You have to figure out a new offense on the fly in the most pressure situation possible.
Well, imagine being like, I'll cut Monty slack because CP. I mean, what were your options? I mean, you could play Holiday, but honestly, Holiday, he can get shoot some threes and
Inconsistent.
shit. He's inconsistent, and then Payne. I think the Achilles heel to this team beyond CP3 was the regression of fucking Payne, dude.
For sure.
The dude went from literally winning games for us last playoffs, like against different teams, going off looking like fucking prime Iverson, and then he got a deal, and literally, I don't know what the fuck happened to that dude, but we had no options. We paid him. He got his bag and returned to the Shanghai Sharks version. Like what? You know?
Sundo, you said something that was just so accurate, that if we knew his hammy was pulled or some shit, why were you allowing him to guard Luka 1v1
That's
off
shit's
switches?
Wild.
it just goes to a lack of awareness and bad coaching and a lack to make adjustments, bro. Like I understand like the philosophy that okay, we're gonna play our game and you know this is our game and no one's gonna beat us at our game. But like if someone's literally beating you at your game, then you need to have a different answer. You know what I mean? And now knowing that we knew that CP3 had a quad injury, and then maybe Booker wasn't 100%, and maybe he did come back too early from the hamstring. Like, why didn't you adjust for that? Why didn't you rest him a little more? You went up 2-0. You could have literally rested them more. Now we've seen that the bench is terrible, but that's your own fault for not preparing for that.
Legitimately, I don't know. I just think the Suns got fucking slapped in the face and they didn't like it, you know? Like, they went up 2-0 just like the Warriors, and then they came in game 3 and got their fucking shit wrecked. And it's like a boxer that wasn't expecting to get punched hard and he gets staggered. They're like, oh shit. You know, we were supposed to walk over these dudes. We beat them.
They were supposed to stop. They were supposed to let us.
You mean like Ronda Rousey?
I just don't understand how a team. What was the Suns in the regular season?
The Ronda
defensive rating?
Rouseys of the league. What, Saul?
What was the Suns' defensive rating for the season? They were top 5, right?
I think so, at least in points allowed. Yeah.
So how does a top 5 defense not make adjustments and not guard the 3? It's kind of a simple concept to me. Like the Mavericks chuck up threes at a ridiculous rate. You don't switch and you guard the 3.
Wow.
And that's it.
Why couldn't we just keep doing what we did to them in the first 2 games of letting Luka get his and guarding everyone else? Instead, we decided
undisciplined. That's why.
Yeah, very. I mean, yeah.
That's
Once
on
again,
Monty.
which brings us back to Rom's point: is Monty the guy?
We'll see.
Damn, Luca with the step back. 81.
Yo,
Damn,
I'm
he's got-
tired of blocking the same account.
Whoa! Just drew a charge?
Luka takeover.
Monty is too nice to the players. I tend to agree. I like Monty because he tends to get good stuff out of your players by his coaching style, but that coaching style only gets you so far, I think, in certain cases. At some point you gotta be like, you gotta let them know and be the disciplinary, you know what I mean?
I didn't get the chance to talk about Aiden though. So there's stuff going on, and I was tweeting about it. Everybody's live reacting on Aiden. With Aiden and Monty fighting. That happens in the league. In Miami, what's his name was arguing with Spoelstra, and they're just fine. Butler.
That's
They
true.
went off, man. They almost fought, and it's like emotions get high in sports when things don't go the right way, and then you start doing the blame game. And like you could see from Aiden's perspective, he wasn't getting the rock enough, and he's finally able to express himself. Like I'm surprised Aiden didn't do this a year ago or whatever. He's been not getting the rock consistently, and Monty's been the main
It
dude
finally
against that.
blew up.
So, but I do think you can mend those bridges. And I think that the smartest thing to do is just to pay this dude, give him his money, run it back next year with some adjustments. And if it doesn't work out and it's not going right, you trade him, and you'll get way more value than the sign and trade. Because if you were a Suns fan when the Joe Johnson sign and trade happened, the Suns got fucked. They got no return. They got fucking Boris Diaw and a pick that was protected that we didn't get. It was like top 3 protected, and they got the top 3 pick. I think it was Atlanta. They got the 3rd or whatever. So we ended up with Jack and shit. And Boris Diaw the most unathletic fucking power forward you'd ever seen, for Joe Johnson that was in his prime with the Hawks as a max player, dude. ISO Joe could have been on the Suns. They fucked it up.
The American dream, Joe Johnson.
Exactly. Long story short, sign and trades, the team that is trading the star gets fucked.
Yep.
So we'll get fucked either way. So we just did that with Sticks, and I don't want to do that. So bring him back, pay him, fuck it, make it work. Because we were talking about Cam Johnson. I mean, the dude did not show up this year, so it's not like we have to worry about him getting paid. I mean, they're not going to pay him this year.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, this is like the early option to pay him. They're not going to do it,
Right.
I mean, the wait. So, I mean, I think that we got to take it from the bigger perspective as Suns fans. We were in the fucking garbage bin for 11 years or whatever it was, not winning, like having 20-win seasons. So
Orkman dunk. Go on.
It's just, yeah, it sucks right now, but I think half the league would give their right fucking arm to be in the position of the Suns, especially like the Blazers and stuff. I'm sure they would fucking love to get knocked out in the second round, because you're actually in the playoffs. I mean, you're actually contending.
Yeah.
And one more thing, Miami went to the finals in the bubble. They got clapped in the first round the following year. They made adjustments, and now look at them. That's all I'll say.
True. I'll just say this as just me right now. I'm in like a world, like I have just been thinking about just the aftermath of the semifinals and like what the Suns should do. And I've been going back and forth, but I'm just being honest. Like, I have no idea what we should do. Like, I have no idea in my brain what I want them to do, because I'm still like in a whirlwind after losing the way we lost and hearing all the stories about Aiden and stuff. So for me, it's just like I'm kind of just gonna sit back and wait and see what they do, and just take it from there. And if as we watch the moves, we'll kind of get an idea what their plans will be. But for me, bro, I have no idea what I want. It's
I
just
just think
I'm
I
in a
think
whirlwind right now, dude.
I think Dario's an X factor. I think we shit on him a lot, but to have a big man that can pass the way he does, and he has kind of finesse in the post, and have an extra option down there, especially if you could go Dario and 8.
My! Did you see that, Salt?
Oh my God, Wiggins
what?
just killed that man.
Oh my God.
Baby LeBron.
Dude, you'll see this
They called
dunk
a
at some
foul on
point.
Wiggins.
How's that a foul on Wiggins?
Oh, never mind. No, they didn't.
He gave Luka a little shot to the chest, but sorry, you were
Luka's
saying
getting
you were saying
I'm
Salt?
just saying, Dario. So this is facts. Okay, we were smoking the Bucks. Okay, we had that Bucks pack, and guess what happened?
Wow.
Fucking Dario got hurt, and I'm not saying that he would have got us a championship.
We
but
run
I'm
a lot of
saying
our sets through him.
our sets were running a lot through him, and our coach loved his ass. So to lose that and then not have it all this time, and we're like, what are we missing, and all this other shit. I'm curious. Insert Dario back into the lineup. What it does for the bench, because our bench needs major changing, dog. I don't want to bring Torrey Craig back. I don't want to bring Payne back. I don't give a fuck about any of these dudes because none of them showed up. McGee, I don't really give a fuck about bringing him back anyway. Who else?
You
Cam
want
Johnson's the
Biyombo?
only. Biyombo is like this weird. I'd bring him back. I mean, it's just I feel like. I mean, what did he do for us that was kind of game changing? I mean, he helped us win Game 5. But then Monty was stuck on that adjustment, and he kept that lineup. And then Jason Kidd switched it up, and then we got fucked in Game 6.
Yeah.
So I'm not in love or enamored with any of the bench that we have, dude. I think we regressed
Agreed.
a lot from the year we went to the finals, dude. So healthy Dario, Cam Johnson, then I don't know where you go from there, but release everybody else and try other shit or trade and then like the thing with Crowder, I'm big on Crowder, you know it, but I think he's taken us to where we need to be as winners. And we need to
be able to do it without him.
We need a dude that's consistent at the 3 and can get to the rack and get fouls in his position. So I love Crowder. I don't want to get rid of him, but I think he's served his purpose.
I feel like if we do keep Cam Johnson, which we will, this upcoming year at least, he's hindering Cam Johnson's growth. That should be Cam Johnson. Like Cam Johnson can shoot.
Should be starting.
Cam can shoot 1 for 34 from 3, just like Jay.
Cam doesn't have his defense or his swagger at all. So I mean, that's the difference,
That's true.
But I don't know if Cam can improve his defense and not be a walking L on D. But I think he should start. And then, I mean, what would your bench be? Dario, and who else? You got like 4 positions to fill.
I would, honest to God, if Dario's fully healthy, if they say he's fully healthy, I want to start him at the 4.
Oh, you want him in the starting line? That'd be curious. I mean, I would like to see what that would do.
4 do we got?
Him and Ayton, and then I'm bringing Big Papa Wainwright in at the 4.
Gosh. With that being said, I'm going to bed.
Now you're hating on Ish?
No, just the fact that you
Unreal.
say you want to see. I'm not hating on. I'm just no. Did they call this an offensive foul?
Yo, I can't see the score. What's the score?
It's getting close, bro.
What is it?
93-83.
Getting close. How much time left?
10-point lead. They were up by
Dude,
more. There's 6.5 minutes.
I saw the line. I was like, dude, I've won 2 in a row already, so I'm gonna sit this one out. But I really wanted to just go full Monty, not Monty Williams, but just fucking bet it all on the Warriors winning this game because I think they're just better.
Yeah.
And, well, they have championship experience and coaching. They're not going to let the 3-point shooters just splash all day. They're switching on fucking Luka. Like, they're not switching. They're, it is what it is.
So frustrating to get exposed.
It's kind of relieving, though, right? I mean,
Yes. But it's the bad type of relief.
I know, man, but I think.
But it is relief. Brunson going to the ground.
He's more of a flopper than Luka, by the way.
He
Brunson.
is, bro.
He's Kyler Murray, but like if Kyler Murray fucking flopped all the time, he'd try to go to the rack. I know Kyler Murray doesn't play basketball, but god damn.
Man. Brunson's like, I'm just so used to going to the ground. I figured I'd go. I guess I went a little early. Curry crossing.
You still high on Brunson?
Yeah. Even though he's a flopper, like he's an effective flopper. If he was in a Suns fan jersey flopping, I don't think I'd be as upset. Because I'm willing to let Chris Paul do his swipe through and shit all the time. That don't bother me. Wiggins is playing so well tonight, dude.
He's their MVP, man. I'm like, that trade that they did is crazy, dude. They traded D'Lo's garbage ass for Wiggins, and he's played well enough to be a starter in the All-Star game. I know he didn't deserve it, but he's not. He didn't ever reach superstar status like he was supposed to be the next LeBron.
But he's really helping a team win.
Imagine having that luxury of having. So you have Klay Thompson, who's kind of a shell of himself or whatever. You have Steph Curry. You have Jordan Poole fucking lighting it up like a new Splash Brother. And then you have Andrew Wiggins, who plays mad defense and is able to get to the rack and shoot it. And that's just those 4 people. Plus you have Draymond Green, who's a legit fucking defender,
But here's the truth of the situation. The Warrior system is built to get the best out of players. I don't think the Suns, Sixers, I don't think their system's built that way because they rely on their stars way too heavily. Steph Curry, he doesn't need the ball to be effective, and he's willing to give up the ball to let other guys eat. And that's why you see Otto Porter Jr.'s go to the Golden State Warriors and revitalize their career and stuff like that. You're never going to see, just like the T-Wolves. They had Andrew Wiggins. They didn't get the best out of him. His defense was absolute dog shit on the T-Wolves, but now he's one of the best defenders in the league, locking up Luka. So
Jordan Poole. Go ahead.
It's a coaching and culture thing, and you could say they have this guy, they have that guy, but let's be honest. If the Sixers had Juan Toscano-Anderson, I would probably be bitching and complaining about him because this is the NBA. Everyone has talent. It's just how you use it and how you get the best out of the players you have. Obviously, there's different layers, but when you're a playoff team, the talent gap, it's only so far, and then that's when coaching and culture comes in. Do you agree with that, Salty?
I do, man. And that, I don't know, I'm eating crow when it comes to Steve Kerr, man. I legit thought this dude was just a front running talent, like one of these coaches that has the world with all this talent, like a super team. And I'm like, dude, anybody could coach that team to a championship with KD and all them, But at the same time, you look at it now and what he was doing with when everybody was injured and shit.
Luka missed a free throw.
He's a real good coach, man. I mean, shout out to. I still think he's a bitch, but I mean, he's a good coach. So
Luka missed a free throw. 97-85.
Steve Kerr was responsible for fucking the Suns. Legit.
Yeah.
GM trades Sean Marion in his fucking prime
For
for
Shaq
washed
Daddy.
Shaq, and then Steve Kerr says, "Well, I hope you guys enjoy being fucked. I'm gonna go coach the up and coming Warriors to multiple championship. Bitch, I'm out of here."
Uh-oh. Okay, that's going to be Golden State ball. 86-97, 420. Happy 420,
They're
everybody.
Mavs are fucked, man. They're gonna get closed out in 4-2 because the Warriors know how important it is to not let teams get life like the Suns did.
Wiggins for 3. That's a foul. Foul on Luka. 3 free throws, and that might be the very end.
The Luka special.
Yeah, and then Wiggins looks at the camera and goes, Luka special.
Bro, in the moment when we got fucked the way we did in Game 7, I was thinking to myself, I was like, "There's no way that this team can recover." Like Devin Booker, how do you imagine being him and having that picture taken where you flop on purpose and call it the Luka special, and then you have Luka come out in the locker room and say it's easy to whatever when you're up or whatever. He did that Michael Jordan quote. And then they fucking cook your ass in 6 and 7, and you don't do shit about it.
Don't do
like,
shit.
Like, how does Booker recover? Because he made what, first team All NBA this year?
He didn't, right? Did he?
Sure.
I know McHale got first team defense, but I didn't know. Do you know that, Romp?
What?
Do you remember who got first team NBA? Have they announced that yet?
Mikal.
No, that's
God,
defense.
No, I'm
didn't.
pretty sure Booker was first team. That's what they said. I don't know.
I didn't see it, but I don't really care about that stuff. Considering Matisse Thybulle made the second team all defense, so, and that's embarrassing.
But it matters for us for a Eric said they haven't announced it yet. I didn't think they'd announced it yet. I knew they announced the defense. Curry to Poole.
Regardless, Booker was higher than both Luka and Tatum on the MVP race.
That's laughable.
So let that set in, and it's just like with that performance in Game 7 and 6. It's like Booker needs to come out and eat his humble pie, put his work in, and somehow recover his fucking image. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, Luka slaps a 3. It ain't over. Down 9.
It's over, bro.
3 minutes.
It's over.
Luka got 36 and
I'm
8.
so jealous of the Warriors, man. So jealous.
Yeah.
I feel like they weren't even trying against the Grizzlies either. This looks like a completely different team.
I'll be back. I gotta deal with
All
something.
right, man. And I told you this is what they would have done to us, bro. They would have done this to us for sure. Like, even if we were healthy, they'd have done this shit to us. They would have played their balls off. I'm not saying they would have 4-0'd us, but they would have showed up just like this.
There's some life, but one bucket pretty much is a dagger.
I know.
Probably going to be like a wide open dunk.
Curry. Oh my God. How did he keep his dribble?
Oh my, he missed.
Wow, he missed. Luka going the other way. Luka to Brunson. Bullock, Brunson. Brunson going. What in the what did they call?
I think offensive.
Wow.
I've been sleeping on Curry, man. This series has opened my eyes on Curry. I think everyone's been sleeping on him just because he doesn't need the ball 24/7, man.
Yeah. I don't feel like I've ever slept on Curry.
Pass.
Luka gets a screen from Bullock. Luka pulls the 3. Oh, shit. Answers.
It's too late, man.
Man. Wow. So eye-opening to like watch the answers unfold in front of you. All the questions we had all year. You get to see it play out and you're like, oh, here's the truth. You know? The truth is the Warriors did have a switch that they were able to flip.
Oh yeah.
The truth is Harden and CP3 didn't have the longevity that is required to win a title. The truth is the Sixers and the Suns have coaches that they need to move off of more than likely, but won't.
And they're both terrible organizations, if we're being honest. From like,
ownership.
We may have better guys in office now, but it may be too late. You know?
Yeah. I'm all about depression these days, you know?
It's just so frustrating. Like, even if they do fire Doc Rivers, it's like, I'm not going to trust who they hire.
The guy who picks the new coach,
I
yeah.
don't trust him.
Curry with a minute 45 left. Dre over to Wiggins. Wiggins want to hit the dagger? No, man, they have so many weapons, bro. They have so many weapons. Why would Dre take that? Why would Dre take that?
It doesn't matter, bro.
Why would he take that? Luka.
It's offense, bro. Everyone eats.
Luka gets to the rack, kicks it out to Dinwiddie for 3. Now what?
I mean, all they need is one bucket. That's the sad thing of all of this. They just need one bucket and it's over.
Curry to Dre. Poole to Dre. Clay from Dre. Kicks out to Poole. Oh, that's game. That's game. 107-99. That was getting close. Luka for 3. No good. No. Tipped out. Curry with the rebound. The Mavs are still D'ing up. Curry dribbling in gigantic circles. Oh my God. Curry got ripped by Luka. What the F is happening? Wow. Wow. Luka going to the line, huh?
Still over.
Well.
Gabe is so depressed he's buying his outfits from Hot Topic.
I got a studded belt. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to.
Your shroom trip was supposed to make you undepressed.
It helped me clear my mind.
And then through that, it made you more depressed.
Yeah, because now my mind is clear. And if your mind is clear and depression is the truth, that's what you're gonna see. You know. I see the window I see how small the window crack is, bro. I don't know if a fly could get in and out of the window crack for our title chances. And a lot of people ain't ready to hear that.
Yeah, but next year, once the season starts and you go on like a 15-game win streak, you'll forget all about that shit.
No.
Yeah,
we could go 82-0, and Chris Paul will more than likely still get hurt, and Booker will still have to sit, and we better have people on the bench that can score.
Maybe this is the year because Booker's handling double teams better. Point work is working. I'm telling you, you're gonna buy into it.
Yeah.
Just human nature, you're gonna buy into it.
I don't think so, man. Not unless we make the changes necessary. So if we make good changes and we're able to improve the team the way that we need to improve it, then yeah, I could see myself being orange sunglasses again. I could see myself counting cigars before they hatch.
Yeah, but
You
you
know?
guys have to be. I mean, what
What a
moves could
Roy?
you even make?
None of the ones that I made, because those will get you crucified in the media.
I mean, I don't know what moves you guys can make, really.
Dre gets it into Poole. They're trying to double and steal it. They're not going to be able to. They're going to have to foul. Nope. Dre gets a layup. 109-100. Brunson, what are you doing? Deep three. Dinwiddie no good. That is good game.
What if the
Golden
Warriors are the
State.
first team to blow a 3-0 lead?
Doubtful. Golden State goes up 3-0. Well, how do you feel about this game, man? Break it down for me, if you will.
I mean, Warriors just look better. Luka was getting locked up. They were doing a lot of different defenses. It looks like Prime Warriors are back.
Really? Can you really say Prime Warriors?
They remind me of it's like the Patriots, man. I fucking hate the Patriots.
Good analogy, dude.
Like, get the heck out of here. Or like the Spurs even. It's like, dude,
I think
no one likes you anymore.
I think Patriots is a little bit more
Better?
apt. Yeah. But Spurs is fair too.
Well, the Spurs were just boring. At least Steph Curry's fun, you know. Tom Brady's boring too. Fuck Tom Brady. I don't care what anyone says.
Wow.
He's the most boring quarterback to watch.
It's true, but there's something miraculous.
Dinking dunk.
There's something miraculous about seeing him doing it to this age, dude. Nobody's done it like this to this age. So that's what's incredible.
Talking about his overall career, and then they always got to do something fucking a little fishy that is bending the rules.
I think the Mavs are gonna get swept, dog. Look at this. Luka had 40 and 11. Brunson had 20 and 5. Dinwiddie had 26.
Worst 40 points I've ever seen.
But how much more could you ask from your big three scorers?
No, they lost it in game 2, man. They were up
They
by
scored
like 20.
They scored 86 points between the three of them, and they lost by almost 10.
In game 2, man. They were up by like 20 points, and they blew the lead in the second half. And
I was watching that. I watched that game. I watched that game. I know. And you know what it was? Why did they blow it? What was the one reason?
They just started bricking.
Chucking. Like, they refused to shoot anything but threes. They just wouldn't even try.
Yep.
It was stubborn.
Been died by the 3. Their system has a cap at the conference finals. It's a James Harden system, but prime James Harden was better than Luka. Because he averaged 35 against the Warriors. What?
I don't know.
Prime Harden's better than Luka right now. James Harden averaged 35 against the Warriors.
True. Prime Harden was special. No cap.
Don't let the last couple seasons.
I know. I'm old enough to remember. Wiggins with 27.
Wiggins is different.
Wiggins. Big wig. Curry with 31, 11 assists. The small man puts 5 rebounds on the board. and chips in with 5 fouls.
Dare I
Leaving him.
say Mikal Bridges is the Walmart version of Andrew Wiggins?
Well, I was kind of thinking they kind of have some similarities, right? Wiggins just has...
Andrew Wiggins is looking like a grown man in
Yeah.
this series.
Well, he is a grown
Bridges
man.
was looking like he just got bullied by Luka.
Bullied. Bounced off.
He needs to gain some muscle mass.
He does.
You should hit him up.
He needs to. And he has. He already has. He already has.
Is that all he's got?
No, I think he could absolutely gain more if he chose to. He'd have to choose to. He'd have to start eating a ton more and lifting a ton more. But he lifts and he's strong. He's gained some muscles. He was a string bean when he was a rookie. So, anyways,
Still a
man,
string bean, kinda.
you gonna stream the Eastern Conference game on your channel tomorrow?
Probably not. I don't really care about the game, to be honest.
All right, man. Just let me know.
I will. I'll have you on the channel for something else though in the future. But
just get
watching
back.
the Heat and Celtics, bro, it's just
Hurting.
not fun. Not fun.
Well, make sure you go learn the
it's
CBA right now.
It's annoying that the Heat have 2 games when they're clearly not the better team. The Boston just didn't even try in Game 3.
Burner, we can do a Fortnite stream, that's for sure, because Romp finally got a mic.
Fortnite hot tub stream.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Chilling. See you guys soon. Suns are the clutchest team in